The Caesar of Concessions is back with another video for you today. Today we're going to be talking about what is better to sell for your business. Is it lemonade or snow cones? There's a bunch of different variables that we can find, and there's a bunch of different talking points that we can go over. However, I'm just going to be basing this upon my experience of all the years that I've sold both products. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into what is better for your business. The cost of equipment. Now, I'm going to be talking about my experience and my experience alone because I can't go off of every single person's experience. Okay, the cost of equipment. So for shaved ice, you're going to need a shaved ice machine, right? If you're going to have a good one, you're talking $1,000 to $2,000 for that. You're going to need a deep freezer or to buy bags of ice some way. So there's some additional costs there. And in addition, you're going to need a generator for your shaved ice. Now, on to lemonade. For the cost to make the lemonade, all you really need for equipment is a hand juicer. That's what I use. I'm not talking about a smasher, which will take a generator, and I don't use that, so I can't base anything I have, any information I have, off of that. So for me, if I was to start a business between shaved ice and lemonade, the first thing I will look at is what is my initial investment. Lemonade wins on this category, hands down, because all you need is a hand juicer and ice. And you can buy your bags of ice from anywhere, which is the same cost if you were to do shaved ice. The cost of the product itself, right? Of to actually make the shaved ice or to make the lemonade. Which one is cheaper? Which one is more affordable for you and your family to get started on? Well, for shaved ice, all you're going to need is ice and flavoring. I mean, you're going to need different types of cups and all that. We're not getting into that. We're just talking about the actual product, because all it takes is ice and flavoring to make shaved ice, right? And so there's a couple different ways to go about your ice. You can have a big deep freezer, and you can have molds, and you can pour your water in these molds and freeze them. How cheap is that? I mean, once you get past the cost of the deep freezer. Or you can have bags of ice, because there are shaved ice machines like we use that take bagged ice because we have an ice maker, so that's what we use. So that's really cheap, right? You're just making the ice and buying the flavoring. Now for lemonade, you're going to need sugar. You're going to need lemons, and you're going to need ice as well. So for the initial product of which one is cheaper, it's definitely shaved ice. Shaved ice is cheaper on that front. Okay, profit margin. Boy, this is one of the most important categories of any kind of food item that you want to sell. Which one has the highest profit margin? So for shaved ice, depending upon the ice, where you buy it, or if you make it yourself, along with the flavoring, it could be anywhere from 25 cents on up to 50 cents, right? For your shaved ice. And we're talking about selling it for $5 as just a general price. Your lemonade, that's going to go anywhere from 65 cents to $1. So the profit, and that's going with a $5 lemonade like I sell. So the profit margin is again way better with shaved ice than it is with lemonade. We got so many more categories to cover, so you can make up your mind onto which product you should be selling. Now, the right answer is to sell them both like I do. But if you cannot sell them both, I'm going to help you continue with this list and break those down. If you like my content, please like the video and sub the channel. Having more subs makes me motivated to make more videos, and hopefully these help you and your family and your business make more money. Now on to the next category, seasonality. Now look, they're both seasonal products. flex. Like here in the Midwest, you can't sell these in the winter and expect to make any money or late fall. But even within that, they have a different seasonality period. You can sell, from my experience, lemonade longer than you can sell shaved ice and be profitable. So here's how I kind of broken this down for our business and the way we do it. We don't start selling shaved ice till roughly May, or unless we get a temperature above 75 degrees. That's kind of our cutoff point. If we can keep the temps above 75 and above, we know we're going to sell a lot of shaved ice. Lemonade, on the other hand, you can bring that temperature down a little bit. So for us, it's about 65 degrees is where we will start selling our lemonades. And that gives me a period of March through October. So to sell lemonades, the seasonality is longer here for me in Kansas City than it is for shaved ice. Okay? So if you're in the Midwest, everywhere is different. But for us, we can sell lemonade longer, which means we can sell more of them. Okay, flexibility. This is so important. I mean, you don't just want to do a standard lemonade or just a blue snow cone, right? You want to have a variety of flavors, variety of sizes, and different ways you can do that. The flexibility with shaved ice is way better than lemonade. I mean, you can put candy in there in your shaved ice. I'm talking about the wide variety of cups. Now, with lemonade, you really don't want to be selling a 16-ounce cup. I mean, you really want to keep it in that wheelhouse between 24-ounce and 32-ounce. You really don't want to go above it. I guess you could. I'm sure a lot of people do. But shaved ice, you can really sell the small ones, medium, and large. And they all three sell. I know because we do it. And you can sell a ton of them at all three different sizes, and you can adjust your business around that and how you want to do it in the event you want to do it. Guys, you don't want to be selling 16-ounce lemonades. It just, what are you going to do? Cut a lemon in half and use that one, then put the other half back? It's not going to work as well. Shaved ice is much more flexible, and you can be much more diverse, I think, in your menu than you can with lemonades, by and large. What sells the best? That's really what we want to know. And I'm going off my company, and you're selling these over 13 years now, of what sells best for us, lemonade or kettle or shaved ice, through the course of a year. It is really close, honestly. I mean, we're talking, they're about dead even, but the edge is going to have to go to lemonade just because it has a longer time frame. But I will say this, in a shorter time frame of snow cones, we sell about, honestly, we're talking just a small difference, about the same amount as lemonades. So when it comes to your business and what you should sell for you, number one, it depends how much overhead you want to spend and how much initial investment you want to spend. If you don't have a lot of money to spend, lemonade is the way to go to start your business because it's way cheaper to get into. Okay? Now, you can build your business up, and you can also add snow cones to your lemonade, and that's fantastic. But if you're just going to start a business, you can only pick one or the other, my recommendation would be lemonade, just because of the simple fact that it takes less to get into it, and that is so important, particularly if you're starting on a budget. You need to be able to be effective immediately, hit the ground running immediately, and making profit from the get-go. That's hard to do with shaved ice because you'll have so much overhead initially. This is the Caesar of Concessions, out.